can you know the teacher just needs help? I come in 911 emergency. I'm at a drive-thru right now. I ordered my food 3 times. I asked 4 different times to make it.
You know what's the problem is? I got a man in the pool. He's got his driver stuck in the pump line. What? You're kidding me. I'm telling you, honest to God, something you really got to say to believe.
It's like Jason hasn't heard that before. He's asking, did he say your taco? He says my taco. Personalized plate, my taco. Yep. Be a great plate to run.
I love your intro, by the way.
Oh, thank you. It took me like 2.5 weeks to figure out how to do it.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Thank you.
And your sister's going to record the out.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yep.
Yeah. So in case you didn't hear the last episode, we are back again with Ashley and Amy. Thank you guys for coming back. We appreciate it.
Thanks
Yes,
for
thank you
having
very
us.
much.
Yeah. And once again, I got to thank CrossFit 310 and for letting us use their spare office here. It's still 85 degrees and still hot, but we're going to get through it. I got to figure out where there's air conditioning vents in the ceiling, so there's got to be an air conditioning here somewhere. I just got to figure out where it is.
Although
So-
we'd probably turn it on and then that's all you hear.
Yeah. So, and it's weird because we're literally like a stone's throw from the beach.
Yeah, I don't sweat, and I'm sweating.
Yeah, I know. It's because I'm in here. It's okay. So anyways, we wanted to bring you guys back on because you guys have kind of a speciality that we haven't covered in the last episode and we wanted to talk about, and that is the Pink Patch Project.
It's
Say
a
that 5
mouthful.
times
It is a
fast.
mouthful. It is a mouthful, especially when you're trying to enunciate more than you usually do. So you guys are both affiliated with Pink Patch, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, awesome.
More
And
so her than me. I just, ride her coattails.
shocking.
She's pretty good at it, though.
Well, somebody's got to suck up and make somebody else look good. So, so I'm kind of uninformed when it comes to Pink Patch, like I think a lot of people are. So, Amy, why don't you tell us what Pink Patch is?
So the Pink Patch Project, or shortened, we call it PPP. It's a collaborative effort between public safety agencies across the nation. So police, fire, EMS, all of these agencies basically partner together. And I don't know if you know this, but October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So this is all done in the month of October. If you're like me, I run the program for the nation. So when I started, there was about 25 agencies. Now there's over 750. So it gets very stressful.
I did not know that.
I didn't either.
It gets very stressful during the month of October, but I absolutely love it. And I mean, Ashley can attest to this. It's like October, I am never off my phone. It's insane.
And
But
is that like
I feel
your?
like that's every month, but even more so.
Well, I know that you're never off your phone. Every time I see her, she's either on her watch or her phone. But that's a rabbit hole we're not going to go down. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say.
She was telling us about what the Pink Patch Project is.
Yeah, it's PPP.
PPP.
It's
That's as
PPP.
far as we got
It's
before you
triple P.
interrupted it.
No, that was my question. It was so in October, are you like assigned to nothing but Pink Patch, or do you have to do your regular job
No.
duties too?
So this is all volunteer. So I still have my full-time police job. Pink Patch Project is just something additional I kind of weaseled my way into back in 2016.
Damn,
So
that's a lot of work.
It is, but again, it's one of those things. It's like 100% worth it.
And are you networking with all 700 agencies
Oh,
that
yeah.
have joined?
Oh yeah,
That's crazy.
It's pretty common that I get anywhere between 5 and 10 emails a day just for Pink Patch, and that's what I go home and do after my full-time job.
Wow.
So it started technically in 2013. Seal Beach had an officer that they were trying to raise funds for cancer, and they created this patch. And in 2015, Irwindale Police Department was like, that's a great idea. Totally jumped on board, made these patches, made $20,000 in the month of October for their pink patches, and it was a hit.
Just to be clear, like you sell these patches to
Sell the patches,
to the public,
so
right?
it's kind of we sell them today to the public. So most agencies create a new pink patch every year because people collect them. So
And this is all for cancer research?
yes, so all of the money that is made from selling the patches gets donated. So a lot of Los Angeles County agencies use the City of Hope. The City of Hope is the leading breast cancer research center. They are absolutely amazing. They're great to work with. We've got tons of videos and cool shots with them, and
it's not just patches; it's other things too. T-shirts.
Oh, it's
sweaters,
grown.
hats,
Yeah.
whatever you can think of.
Do you make
Yeah.
a pink patch hat? Does AR Hat Co. make a pink patch hat?
I can. I should. That's a
You
good
should.
idea.
That's a really good
Ooh,
idea.
We could raffle it off.
There you go. It could be a pink lined
Oh, I like
something
it.
or other. I don't really
Really
know.
good
but
idea.
That is a good idea.
Look at that.
you.
I know. She complimented me. Look at, a woman complimented me today. I feel so special.
Twice. That's twice.
I know.
You should go buy a lottery ticket.
I know. That I should.
So besides selling them, we want to raise awareness about breast cancer. So women getting your checks, going to do the mammograms, all of that behind, not just selling patches, but we do also wear the patches on our uniforms because we do want to stimulate that conversation. We want people to ask us, why are you wearing those pink patches?
Yeah.
And that starts the flow.
And it's
of
gotten big
conversation.
because some agencies, like I know in October, you'll see police cars that are like,
we did
they
one.
change the graphics on the car so they're not
Yeah.
black and white anymore. They're
Yeah.
like pink.
It is rad. My
Yeah.
agency did it the year before COVID, and it was a hit. We do have a couple female officers. They loved driving it, which is awesome. But then, we had a couple of the guys who were like, this is really cool. I want to drive the pink car. Because it does. We go to all the events.
Yeah,
We take it to the
It's
beach.
a great PR.
Oh, 100%.
Great PR tool.
100%.
And
We
to
paint
get out in the community,
That's
too.
Yeah.
I think.
that is the biggest part. It's a huge community builder. I mean, not just for my agency, but nationwide. When you see these photos on social media, it's just, again, stimulating that conversation and raising awareness.
Yeah.
So, we even have one of the South Bay beach towers that gets painted pink.
Wow. I didn't know that.
It
I
is.
didn't either. That's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
cool.
pretty cool.
It is so neat. So the agencies that do have like a pink unit, we'll drive it down there and we'll get these like cool photo shots.
That's
And
awesome.
It's really fun.
So how does the money for how does the money get determined on where it's going to go? Like you said, a lot of LA County places go to City of Hope, but like if, Nebraska's doing this, how does Nebraska figure out?
So it just depends. So most of the time, that's normally the first email that I get. Well, how do we decide where we want to donate this money? It's different for every agency, and we don't force you to give it to City of Hope. If you're in Kentucky and you don't want to donate to LA, that's your choice.
It just has
So-
to. It just has to like a set of parameters.
Exactly. We just ask that it is going back into your community and is going to help some sort of breast cancer research. So like for my agency, I wanted people to know that when they are making donations, buying my patches, buying my hats, that their money is staying in their city. So they are directly donating to someone that's affected by breast cancer in my city.
And does it ever go to like an individual that's suffering from, or does
I
it?
have, yes. So my agency, I have done that now twice. So total, just for my city, I've raised just under $40,000. And that's since I joined in 2016. So just
pretty awesome.
standalone,
that's great.
it's incredible. I have
Yeah.
been so fortunate to have such a great community that's
Yeah.
really
Because the
stepped up.
community you work at's like, it's not a big community. It's a pretty small town. And that's awesome that they come together and do
Your
that stuff.
city's
So
less than 5 square miles.
Yeah, it's amazing. That's what I'm saying. We just have really good businesses that work with us, really good community members. And, again, it's about being available and out in the community so they see these things happening. And it's even better because it's police officers.
And I think
Yeah.
a lot of people, I think everybody has been affected by somebody in their life who at one point has either had some type of cancer or breast cancer. I mean, it's
1 in 8
very
women.
rare that you find somebody who hasn't
1 in 8.
been affected. So I think that makes it a little bit easier for people to feel this connection.
yeah.
To the
Ashley, was
cause.
it your sister that inspired you to join, or?
Yeah.
So that was my next question. Is how did you, Amy, get involved in it?
Oh, how did I weasel
Yeah. How
my
did, how
way?
did, how did you find
My
out about it?
words.
And how did you weasel way into it?
So, I joined my PD in 2014, and my fire department always had these badass pink shirts in October. And I was like, that is awesome. How does the police department get cool shirts like this? And so it turns out that my coworker had breast cancer a few years prior and beat it. And I was like, why aren't you talking about this? This is a huge thing. You beat breast cancer. You worked full time. You raised 2 children and fought this fight. That's incredible. And, she was very just like, no, it's fine. I did it, and was very like nonchalant about it. And I was like, this is crazy. So I went to our POA and I was like, hey, can I make t-shirts? And they just kind of looked at me like, okay. I was like, well, the fire department has them.
Yeah.
I was brand new in law enforcement, super excited. And so I made shirts. And at that time, so that was in, I think, 2015 when I just found out about the Pink Patch Project, and it was through social media. So I went to the POA, I made the t-shirts. And we sold, I think the first year that I did it, I made $500, which to me was incredible. I was
Yeah,
like,
it's awesome.
$500 that I get to donate to somebody,
Yeah.
which is then how I picked who we donated it to in town. She's amazing. I'm going to give her a plug. It's called Helen's Room. Her best friend died of cancer, and she started this nonprofit. She makes scarves, wigs, the head wraps, the bras, the prosthesis bras. So anybody that's currently fighting cancer, she'll offer, not training. What's the word? Yeah,
Support.
Support. Support. She will take you to your appointments, the whole thing. So I'm just, some Joe Schmo girl on the street that's like, hi, I have a donation for you. And she cried because she's a nonprofit. She doesn't advertise. I mean, none of this. So this $500 check was incredible to her. And it was that feeling right there that has kept me going.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to make me cry. It makes me emotional because she cried.
Yeah.
So now I'm bawling because, $500 is a lot of money. And
Heck yeah, it is.
now here we are, 2022. So I'm looking forward to October, but
Take us through the steps. How do you design the T-shirt? Where do you get them made? How do all that stuff?
it's all in my head, man.
Yeah, it just comes from the
It
dome.
just comes.
Yeah.
It's I've got a couple really good partners that I work with. Like I said, my POA guys are amazing, and I run everything by them because they're my backing. So like the patches, it's kind of hard to change a patch every year because your police patch is your police patch.
Yeah, it has to go
So
through 17 layers of management.
It does. But the first patch is the easiest because it's literally taking your current patch and just making it pink. So over the years, we did like we called it our throwback retro patch, which was like our patch way back in the day when the PD started. It doesn't even say police on it; like it just says the city.
Oh, that's cool.
It's cool. So that one was a big hit. So every year we just try to slightly change it. And the patch company we use, Emblem Authority, they're in South Carolina, North Carolina, one of the Carolinas. Now I'm drawing a blank.
They're on the East
There's
Coast.
two.
It's one of
You had
them.
a 50-50 shot.
The Emblem Authority, but they have amazing artists. So
So do you just like send them a design and then
Yeah,
they make it and render
pretty
it?
much. I'm using like Paint on a Microsoft computer.
Okay.
Like, hey, just run with this.
Here's my circle scribble.
Yeah.
But you are the original designer.
For the most part. So yeah, I try to take our current patch and then, hey, can we throw a thin blue line flag in the background? Can we add, the pink ribbons? Just any little thing that tweaks it ever so much that it is a new patch that we can then sell for the month and wear.
Do your officers have the option of making those their uniform for that month?
Most of them do.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of them have purchased like a separate pink patch shirt because it is kind of a pain to take patches on and off.
Sure.
But I also have a uniform store in town that takes them on and off for us for free as their donation to our project.
Well, that's nice.
So it's really great.
awesome.
Again, it's networking, it's being in your community, it's forming these relationships, and it's ended up working out really well.
Yeah.
So
I got to put a shameless plug in for Dawn here because I know that Dawn asked me when she found out we were doing pink patch. She's like, "Well, why aren't you? Why am I not in here too?" And well, the quick and easy answer is I only have 4 microphones. So, and there's only four recording ports on this board, so I couldn't have everybody in here.
she
So
just did an episode with you, though.
yeah, she did a couple weeks ago. Yeah. So
I think we only briefly touched upon it, though. We didn't really go into the dynamics of it.
Yeah. So and what do you do, Ashley, for Pink Patch?
Nothing really.
Oh, now
Make
she's
sure
being modest.
Yeah. No, she's trying to be modest after
No.
telling us that she was
I
singing on
only
an
do
open
it-
mic last
Yeah.
time.
No, I
We
only
know what
do
she
it.
does.
I only do it for our department. So, I mean,
I'll start.
I don't
I'll
get to
ask a
go-
different way.
Still takes a lot of work, though, even just for your department. So you need to give yourself
and
a
lot
little
of
more
that
credit.
is with Dawn, we'll think of ideas or whatever and collab and throw it
And make
in.
designs for like sweaters and shirts and all that
Yeah.
stuff, right? So
Yeah,
She's
and
got some
then
cool designs.
who do we donate to?
Helen's Room.
Helen's Room?
Yeah,
Okay.
just because it's local, and I like to keep the community. I combined.
Everybody likes immunity.
I combined money and community into one.
Mhm.
I
Let's
like to
explain that.
keep it local.
All right.
So.
Goes with the lullaby. I mean,
Yeah.
alibi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So
It's a lot of work, though. She's really not giving herself credit.
Well,
it does. It takes
No,
time.
she does an
to-
amazing job.
It
I've
does
seen the
take
stuff
a
she's
lot of
designed
designs
for
are
us.
really good.
She's fantastic.
Yeah.
It does take a lot of time, but most of it I do while I'm at work because I have that ability.
Working graveyards.
Yeah, when it's nice and slow and the phone ain't ringing.
I got approval for it. Don't worry.
No, you do an amazing job.
But I don't get to go to all the events that she does and whatnot. I work weekends, and most of the events are on the weekends. So
What type of events are there?
Oh, there's tons. We have a Dodger night coming up on Friday, August 19th. A lot of your dispatchers are going.
Mm-hmm. I heard a couple of people setting it up on when I worked overtime.
That's okay. I thought I heard something about a Friday night Dodger game.
Yeah, that's this one. So it's Pink Patch Night, which is awesome. So I get to go on the field as representation for Pink Patch.
Awesome.
It's so cool. We're going to have
Charles is going to be so jealous if you get to meet Mookie and take a picture with him.
I'm going to take all the pictures. We get to go out with a bunch of survivors. So like I said, I have a couple bosses.
Do you get to throw a first pitch?
No, but my chief, who was, one of the main guys on Pink Patch Project, he was the chief of Vernon. He did get to throw the first pitch. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
It was really
That
exciting.
would be awesome.
But it's just neat. We'll get survivors out there on the field. And I think Chief Moore is going out. Chief Villanueva is going out. So
that'll be awesome.
That'll be really cool.
Does the Dodgers donate a certain amount of money, or how does that work?
So how it works is, we sell the tickets. Some agencies are upselling them and then donating the difference between the level of the tickets. And then we did design a really cool Dodger Pink Patch that we are including in everybody's tickets. Cool. So if you buy a ticket, you do get this patch.
This is your guys' name on my list.
Who are they playing? Are they playing the Giants?
No.
Oh, well then maybe
my thing is I don't want to buy a ticket and then not be able to go.
I know, and that's what's hard with your schedule.
But
isn't that patch cool?
That's a cool
That's
patch.
A cool patch.
We'll throw
a photo of it right now.
We'll throw a picture of that up on our Instagram.
You have to go to get this patch.
Have you asked them to sell that in their shop? Like in the Dodger store?
We did not put the Dodgers logo or anything on there because you know how teams,
copyrights and all that stuff.
Copyrights and all that. So we kept it pretty basic. But obviously, if you're going to the Dodger game. Yeah. But it's pretty neat. We're really excited about it.
Oh, you should see if you could make a Pink Patch bobblehead.
Oh, that's fun. I also make bobbleheads for my agency.
Why am I not surprised?
The officers?
So our
Officer of the Month bobblehead.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Really funny, actually.
They're pretty cool. Our detective unit has a bobblehead. So every time they, I guess you call it retire out or transfer back to patrol, they get a bobblehead for the years that they spent back there.
Oh, that's cool.
It's neat. It's so much fun.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with that Pink Patch stuff, especially if you have big corporations. Like if you could just get the Dodgers to put a Pink Patch sticker on their helmets or something like that. I mean, just because it doesn't cost them anything.
No, not at all.
They're already starting to put sponsorship on their helmets.
Are they?
But this wouldn't be a sponsorship though, so that's what would be great about it.
I'm just saying they're now open to putting stuff on their helmet.
In pink too for the month?
Like baseball teams
they'll have
do
pink writing and stuff.
Yeah, they do pink wristbands.
Yeah.
And the stadium's pink, basically. Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool to do pink chalk.
Ooh.
That's a good idea.
That would be cool.
That's a good idea.
Today.
Bases.
I think they do that.
You must have drank some coffee today.
I didn't.
Did you get a good night's sleep last night?
No, but I did stay at Holiday Inn Express last night.
You're on a roll, pal.
I know. It's because I saw Top Gun too.
We're going to go off topic.
Listen, I'll just say this. Man, it's okay to cry in that movie. It is so good. Especially if you're in your 30s or 40s because it reminds you of your childhood.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Anyways,
back to Pink Patch.
Yeah, I got really, really kind of off there. So what's the future of Pink Patch? What's the next big thing that's going to happen?
Ooh, my goal, honestly, every year is just to continue spreading the word and to keep trying to get more agencies on board because obviously the more the word spreads, the more agencies we get on board, the more awareness that you put out into the world. And
with all the listeners this show reaches out to,
we're doing big things.
Does it show you on the podcast how many people have listened?
Yeah.
There you go.
So we have actually quite a bit of a lot of countries in Europe and every single episode.
We are international.
Every single episode
so
there's
is the Pink Patch Project.
There you go. Every single episode there's people from the UK, which is like 5 or 6. It's nothing, right? But it's people from the UK. There's quite a few from Italy, France. Oh, you're turning red again.
Listen.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Yeah, she's turning red again because she's like, oh my God, people are going to hear me.
In all seriousness, if there's an agency listening that wants to get a part of this, do they get a hold of you? How do they get a hold of you?
It's really easy. So they can go on our website, which is pinkpatchproject.com. super easy, or social media. I'm on all platforms, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Right now, Instagram is probably the one that's most popular, where we get most of the DMs. But if you go on the website, it automatically comes to my email, and I'm usually pretty responsive, like right away, which is
So did you?
DM is a direct message.
Appreciate that.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. For the 60-year-old sitting next to me, and I'm actually amazed that
Totally
You don't
aged
look a
you.
day over 30,
Every
okay?
episode, there's got to be
There's
an
somebody,
age.
yeah.
Yeah. have you-
actually
have you
more than
noticed that?
anything, I'm surprised that Ashley knew enough about technology to know what a DM is.
Oh, yeah.
So
Well, she has her hat company, so she's
That is
gotta
true.
know what a
I
That
DM
is
have
true.
learned so much in the last year, let me tell you.
so like
Mostly because Amy got tired of helping me.
I was like, you need to figure this out. I am managing my
Oh my God.
agency, my agency, the Pink Patch Project,
Mm-hmm.
my own social media, Ashley's social media.
Slow down, one word at a time.
Yeah.
this is how bad. This is like totally off topic. This is how bad Ashley is with technology. This was years ago. She called me one night at like 9:30 at night and said, "I can't figure this out. It's technology. Can I FaceTime you?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." She FaceTimes me from her couch holding the Apple TV remote, which is literally 4 buttons, and says, "I can't figure
That's
it out."
not enough buttons for a remote. I'd be in the
It
same
can be
boat.
confusing.
That's also why I was confused.
And-
4
Right.
buttons?
And
Where's
she was
the numbers?
And she was like, how do I go back to the main screen?" And I'm like, "You push the button that looks like a TV." She's like, "Oh, okay."
That was all. Goodbye.
Yeah. And then she was like, "How else is it?" And I'm like, "The top half is a touchpad. You just swipe." And she's like, "Oh, okay."
she didn't
Okay.
understand the touchpad
Yeah.
part.
I was like amazed that somebody her age could not understand how to use technology.
She's gotten better. I've taught her a few tricks, and
Yeah.
now she's
Well, I have.
And I called Jeffrey because I was like, who is going to answer my phone call?
at 9:30 at night.
Yeah.
I have the benefit of in-home tech support with a 15-year-old.
Yeah. See, you got it covered.
perfect.
So
Yeah, he's great.
yeah. So the only thing I know that Ashley has above technology-wise above and beyond anybody else that I know,
Did you just have a stroke?
yeah, is you should see her type out text messages on her watch. It's like,
Oh, I got quick.
oh my God. She can type probably 30 to 40 words a minute just on her
I
watch.
type 90 on a keyboard, so
So.
I'm pretty fast.
Not at work.
That might be faster than me.
So it's crazy. But anyways, back to the topic at hand.
Yes.
So is Pink Patch Project like its own corporation or something, or like a nonprofit that you run? Or is it like a conglomerate of different people?
It's a nonprofit, and honestly, like I said, I don't know how to say it. I guess I'm in front of the camera, but also behind the camera. But I do have a team with me.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 chiefs that back me, and they just kind of let me roll, man, which is great. They
Mm-hmm.
trust when I put out press releases. They trust when I send out, mass emails to 750 agencies, social media. I mean, all of it. It's a really good working relationship. I love these guys to death. And I'm so lucky to be able to work for them. But it's time consuming, but 100% worth it.
Well,
At
and
the-
she's good at what she does, too. She is very good at collaborating and communicating, and so I think it's easy for them to give her that trust because she's so good at it. So
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh.
I got a
she
compliment.
taught me
Look at that.
everything I know.
That's.
Love between sisters.
I think Ashley had a little too much coffee today. She's being so nice.
Something is happening.
This is not the Ashley we see at
I
work.
know. No, it's
No.
not. No.
What?
Yeah. Maybe it's because you had to cancel your plans to come here and you know this is a better opportunity.
I actually didn't have a lot of plans today.
That is
It was
not what you
easy
made it
to
sound
move
like.
it.
She said,
no, I said
correct me
this-
if I'm wrong, Amy, but she said she had to cancel shopping with the girls to come
No,
and
because-
I
record
think
this.
she did say that, yeah.
Was it off microphone? She said that she was booked through August.
Yes.
Yeah, that was off
Yeah.
microphone.
Yeah. You tell her, hey, we're going, hey, I'm going camping in 2 weeks to Arizona. She's like, can you go in 45 weeks? And you're like,
I can
no, I'm going in
pencil you
2.
in November.
Yeah. She's like, I'm free for my birthday in 3 years. It's like that.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I live with her and I barely see her. But that's what happens when you're on opposite shifts and days of the week. So
yeah, that's right. That's right. So,
true.
You have normal working hours.
I have normal working hours, yeah, Monday through Thursday, which is what kind of makes this all possible.
so is one of the goals of Pink Patch to expand beyond October?
I mean, we could. There are agencies that do. I mean, there are agencies in like February contacting me like, hey, what can we do in March? I'm like, ooh, I don't know, because October is breast cancer awareness month. I was like, you're jumping the gun and you're stressing me out already.
So is there like pink patch for colon cancer?
No. So there are agencies though that have started doing like Autism Awareness Month and like you were talking about earlier, Movember, which is in November.
And trust me,
So-
my mustache looks fantastic.
Does it?
Mine is terrible.
You guys
Yeah.
might have to start a Movember then
Oh.
at the dispatch center.
Yeah, a lot of other.
Mine is
I can-
awful.
listen,
I
I don't-
I'm willing to do it, but it
But
looks
it's about the cause.
terrible.
It's about the
I don't
cause.
grow
It is
hair
about
on
the
the top of my head, but my face, it grows it so well.
The girls can wear fake mustaches.
We did at my agency, yeah. Every
Yeah?
month, or every November, yeah.
There's
we do
a-
take
there's a
group
filter now for
photo.
that.
There is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We actually put on those like really sticky ones, and they're like, you gotta like rip them off, and it hurts. We do those.
Get a
ones.
free
Nice.
lip wax with it.
Nice.
Basically, yeah.
Are you in charge of any of those other ones, or are you just in charge of pink patch?
Just the nationwide pink patch. Yeah.
I couldn't imagine being in
I
charge of
don't-
something nationwide.
I don't think I could take on another one. Honestly, it's.
I was gonna say,
mean,
Unless it was your full-time
that's
job.
got to be
unless
time
it was your
consuming
full-time
well
job.
past
It
October.
is. And like I said, it's all volunteer. So I mean, the rest of the year, it's dealing, with the inquiries and still social media because people do
Yeah,
still,
all year long.
Yeah, they still do events and post photos, and that's still resharing and taking time to put it on social media.
From when you started to up to the 1,700 agencies that participate now, do you get sent stuff from those agencies that have joined since?
Yeah, all
Have
the
you
time.
seen some really cool
all
stuff?
the time. Oh, so many cool things. I mean,
People are really creative.
super creative.
That's what-
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
sometimes I'm
that's
like,
what I'd be
how did
interested
they
in.
even come up with this? Like during COVID, I felt like I was really creative because I made face masks. Because at the time you were like,
Yeah, everybody has one.
Everybody needs a face mask, and we raised so much money. And I tried to keep it like not just my agency, so that I could get more
Yeah.
eyeballs
Yeah.
that were like, oh, that's really cool. I can wear this for the month of October, and it's just the pink ribbon, and it says Pink Patch Project in the year, and like whatever my slogan was at the time, but
And they were comfortable.
super
Cotton.
comfortable. hmm
So they didn't do anything
Yes, they
except
did.
for good PR.
You could wear your what is it?
95.
Yeah.
We could paint those pink
Underneath.
Or something.
You're a mean one.
Mr. Grinch. Look, another movie reference.
Oh, we know that one.
What?
Or at least I do. Do you?
Have you seen that one?
Yes.
There you
The
go.
one with Jim Carrey?
That's the one I was citing.
Yeah.
Is Jim Carrey the cartoon?
Oh,
Yes,
you mean
he's a
the
cartoon.
live-
Jim
that's
Carrey's a
an
cartoon.
actor.
No. Yeah, the live action one.
Yes. Okay.
I've seen it.
Okay.
The live action Jim Carrey.
Yeah. So, so what's it like running a nonprofit? Like, do you have to deal with like tax issues and federal government and
I
like
don't.
taxes and all that
I
stuff?
leave
or-
that for my boss.
Oh, so you're just he does all the
That
money
gets
stuff.
delegated.
The chiefs who are used to dealing with budgets are like, we'll take care of the money.
That gets delegated.
It. Yeah, the money. They deal with the money. So as far as the Pink Patch Project as a whole, so like when
Yeah.
we do events, we did. Oh, what is the LA run? The Run to Remember.
Okay.
We had a booth at that one. So we'll have a lot of agencies that come together that want to set up at the booth and like help us for their agency, which is great. But then, Pink Patch wise, if people just want to make a donation to Pink Patch itself, that money goes to City of Hope.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense? So Pink Patch as a whole, our donor is City of Hope. So we do have agencies, some in the South Bay, some in LA County, who do their own program, and the money they donate goes to City of Hope.
So it's like when you donate back to Helen's Room, right?
Yeah, exactly. So if an agency wants to use City of Hope, City of Hope will do all of the behind the scenes work. You get them your patches, your coins, your shirts, whatever it is you're selling. They'll put it on their City of Hope Pink Patch website,
Oh, that's cool.
and they do it all. They ship it.
What are some
Wow.
of the creative things you've seen that aren't shirts or patches?
There are a lot of really cool coins.
Well, this year there's going to be a
Didn't
really
we do a
awesome
surfboard?
hat, apparently.
What'd you say?
I said this year apparently there's going to be a really awesome hat.
Oh yeah, Ashley's gonna make a really cool hat to donate. I think my favorite, my friend Dominic over at Seal Beach Police Department made surfboard
Like a real surfboard? Surfboard?
coins.
Yes, the birds out there that do all the surfing.
Surfboard. Surfboard.
Now it's starting to feel like work.
Now I can't even say it. Surfboard challenge coin. It is so cool. So it has Seal Beach Police Department on one side, and then the other side says Pink Patch Project, and it's like this big, but it's shaped like a surfboard.
Oh, that's cool.
Super cool.
Does it have a fin on it so you can open beer bottles?
Yes.
Yes, it does, actually.
So the end part, it's almost like a shark took a bite out of it, and that's the part that opens
Seal Beach
up.
is so creative.
They are
They
so
are.
creative.
They are so creative.
I also love their social media.
Oh yeah, they got a
It's
good
great.
social media.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked it out, you should go on
it's
there. They're hilarious. They do something called the mailbag. It's great.
Well, I'm going to challenge you to get one of them to come on the show.
I could do that.
Yeah. You can come on with Dominic or something
Dominic
like
would come on for sure. Yeah, he's a good dude.
that. Is he a officer, police assistant? What does he do?
He's their property and evidence officer.
Okay,
and he's
cool.
like known all through.
There would be some great stories there as to
Everywhere.
items that have gotten booked in a property.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Oh, he'd be awesome to talk
He's
to.
a good
Yeah.
one.
But I mean, we did LA County Fair one year.
We did
That
do
was
LA County
fun.
Fair. That was a ton of fun. That raised so much money. Because if you think about how many people travel in to come to
Yeah.
fairs and stuff like that, we had a giant booth.
Does the county provide,
We
does
had-
Pink Patch have to pay for that, or does the county say,
No,
go ahead?
They actually provided that for us, which was great. So
That's awesome.
everything that was made was donated, which is really cool. So
That's cool.
We kind of send out a mass email like, hey, we have a booth at the fair. If you want your agency to sell your items, you need to drop it off here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ask that their officers actually work. So like we sign up for shifts. Like here's the weekdays, the weekends. This is how long your shift is. So I think Ashley and I did it 2 or 3 days, and it was like a 12-hour day.
Damn.
So, we get to walk away for a couple minutes, go get some fair food, and then like run back and start.
Deep fried
start our
butter.
shift.
Oh,
my
fair food is
gosh.
so good.
It's so good,
Yeah.
so bad, but so good.
Don't eat the deep fried Oreos. They're not that good.
Oh, I love.
That's what I've heard.
They're
There's
not good.
A place in Vegas, in downtown Fremont Street.
Mm-hmm.
They have the best fucking deep fried Oreos. I don't know what they put in
Is the
them.
Oreo still crispy?
Yes.
Really?
That's what makes it so good.
I might.
I know. I can picture the hotel in my mind.
Vegas run.
I'm down.
I have a gambling problem. I can't go.
No, you don't.
I
I do.
loves to
I
gamble.
love to gamble.
I know she loves to gamble, but she doesn't have a problem.
See, I'm not a gambler, but I love Vegas. I can get a drink.
I love to drink, but I don't have a drinking problem.
all day.
I have a gambling problem when I'm in Vegas. Outside of Vegas, not a problem.
Okay.
Inside
It's
Vegas,
the noises and the sounds.
Problem.
Bright lights. Ooh.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a coping mechanism for something. Is there something you're trying to?
What deeper issue are you trying to?
She's like, we're gonna need another episode for this.
She's gonna sit here and analyze
On
me.
today's episode, we're
we
going
go.
to attempt to
That actually
analyze Jeffrey.
would probably get a lot of people listening in, because a lot of people would be like, "Oh, that's a violation of Dr. Patient." But I'm like, "Dad, you
I
can put
would
whatever
have-
you want out there."
I would
As
have
long
to
as
call
you're
your
willing to
folks.
sign.
Yeah, I don't
I
care.
would have to call your folks though and be like, you don't want to hear this. Like,
Yeah.
don't cuss in
I
front
don't
of
want to
your
hear
mom?
Jeffrey using profanity.
And not unless it's bad.
That's nice. My mom is like, "Whoa, where did you learn that?"
She's like, who raised you? We're like, do you know where I work? What we do daily, Mom?
I tell my mom stories sometimes, and her mouth is just wide. Somebody said that.
Somebody stabbed somebody. We're like, do you know where we live?
Yeah.
I don't know what you deal with
Yeah.
in
So
Utah,
the-
but
So
There's
we
one
went
here.
we went kind of off topic here again, but they live like, kudos to both of them. They live in a neighborhood that has had 2 horrible mass shootings in the last 10 years. Because you guys had the high school, the Saugus High School,
High school
and
shooting.
didn't you guys have wasn't that bar in Santa Clarita too? The country
no,
bar.
that was Thousand Oaks borderline.
Oh, that's Thousand Oaks.
That
Okay.
was
Yeah.
the valley.
That's the valley.
That's
Oh,
the valley.
okay.
We don't.
Well,
go
then they've
there.
had one. So
But that was pretty.
Yeah,
gnarly.
I was.
Yeah.
That morning, that high school shooting,
She was getting home.
Yeah,
I was
getting
coming home
home
from
from
Costa Rica.
and
did you use it as an excuse to go back to Costa Rica?
just
No, I was actually pretty nervous because I couldn't get a hold of her, and the school is from our house.
Oh,
So I was like, I don't know if there's a suspect running our way. Why is she not answering her
Well,
phone?
there was so many different reports of things. I wasn't sure what was happening. I just knew
you
there
mean the
was
media wasn't
a
reliable?
ton of police. So
All
the
right,
way
but you got to
we're-
admit, during the beginning of
it's
any of those
very
type
hectic.
of
Oh,
incidents,
yeah.
Yeah.
It is
there's chaos
very
and
hectic.
confusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and rightfully so.
Yeah.
Because you have so many people calling saying different things. But yeah, where we are, so there's our house. Next to our house is a park. From the park is
the
the
school.
school.
Damn.
So we're basically less than away from the school. So we were really, really close.
That's
But
crazy.
we are one of the safest cities, so there's that.
Way to go, county sheriffs. So, did they ever finish building that station in your city?
Yes.
Yeah, it's actually
Very
really
nice.
Yeah. Have you gone there and pink
But
patched
I
them?
hate where they put it because it's on one of the biggest hills that there is in the city. So you are going downhill while you're passing the station, and it's just
It's a 50-mile speed limit, and you can do
And Ashley's
no
going
less.
90.
You can do no less than 60 just going down the hill cruising.
everybody in that city has gotten a ticket there. Let me just say.
Yes.
You
I don't know
included?
anybody that
Both
has
of us.
not gotten
They
a ticket
cite their
there.
city residents.
Oh, they sure do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's no
It's-
joke.
There's a motor cop there.
He's not nice.
He's not nice.
Well, maybe
He
you
got us
should.
both.
Next time he pulls you over, you should pink patch his ass.
Do you know about the Pink Patch Project?
There you
know
go.
who I am.
I was speeding so that you could pull me over just so I could speak to you.
I
Actually,
have thought about that. I have thought about keeping little police goodie bags in my back seat and saying like, "Hey, I
Outreach for
purposely-"
police.
Yeah,
She's literally describing the plan of bribing a police officer.
Yes.
I was
On a
speeding
podcast.
purposely so I could give you.
I have
this.
officer outreach bags in my car.
Yeah. One of them includes a $100 bill.
There's a Starbucks gift card in there.
Pick a bag, any bag.
yeah, any bag.
Are you also the girl
water,
that when you
very
get pulled
hot
over, you hand them your ID first?
My work ID.
Your work ID
I've
first?
never handed any cop.
Yeah,
my
I
work
haven't
ID.
either.
Okay.
I feel bad doing that. I don't like to pull that card.
My license plate got me out of more citations
Are
than
you
anything.
allowed to tamper with driver's licenses like that now? Not now, right?
No.
Yeah.
So my license plate's. Well, I'm not gonna tell you what my license. Well,
Right.
but it's basically going to a meal break in police code. So it's gotten me out of so many tickets.
Mine's about donuts. So,
Yeah, same
I
thing.
just saw that.
did you? That's
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah. So yeah, I remember there was.
Does
oh
get
man,
a lot of looks.
I was coming out of. I think I told the story. We were coming out of the. I can't never remember the name of the amphitheater, but it's up by the Griffith Observatory. And the Greek. Thank you. We were coming out of the Greek at an Alan Jackson concert, and there was a LAPD guy directing traffic. And this is when I back in my Honda, and I had the same plates. And I'm sitting at the front, and he's like, keeps looking over it, and keeps looking over at it, and keeps looking over at it. And then he finally waves us through, and my window's down as I'm driving through, and he screams out, he's like, "Nice plate, bro!" As I drive through, and I'm just like, "That's why I'm not getting pulled over, right there."
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think with her plates, everybody expects to see just a really fat person get out of her car. And then when it's like a hot chick,
Oh, thank you.
not what I was expecting.
Yeah. So
Is it always speeding?
He can't speed
Yeah.
with his heavy ass
you.
car.
this was back
That's
when I
where
had
I
my
was going with
Honda.
that.
The Honda.
Oh, in the Honda, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, my car, my car
can't
doesn't get over
speed.
65.
That's what I was going to say.
I can't really speed in the Jeep either because if you go past 80, that shit will fall apart. I'll
Yeah.
probably lose half of my truck
Yeah.
bed.
Yeah.
Speed wobbles.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It is.
It's a little scary.
So, have you ever had anybody ask for a pink patch license plate, or seen that?
No, but that is actually one of the things that I've always had. Like, I have like a list of things I potentially want
License
to
plate
create.
frame.
Yeah, license plate frame is one of them. I just don't think putting the agency on it would do very well, especially like
No, I
nowadays
agree.
with like
Just the project.
police and everything. But yeah, Pink Patch Project, I've totally I've seen some cool pink rhinestone ones, and I can put Pink Patch Project and the ribbon and that sort of thing. Totally.
That'd be
Thought about
cool.
It's just, again, like we talked about earlier, it takes time to design, and you have to have a good artist that can kind of bring your stuff to life. And I am not an artist, so
Well, if you have a pink patch sticker, I'll throw it on my car with all my other stickers.
oh heck yeah, I'll
So,
get you one.
Yeah.
We've got tons of cool stuff.
So yeah,
Did you get the ones I made?
you made stickers. Oh yeah, they're hanging in my locker.
Oh my lord.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I'm not good enough for your car.
Nope, you're not.
Got it.
Listen, I don't want a picture of a girl flexing.
No, she made other. She had
Actually, that was like
one.
Rosie Riveter kind of.
Yeah, it was Rosie
Yeah.
the Riveter, and then she had what was the forest fire one?
Smokey the Bear.
Smokey the Bear.
Smokey the
Which
Bear.
I found out there's some copyright.
Yep.
apparently
Yeah.
issues.
Do you ever run into that? Copyright issues or stuff like that?
No,
Do you ever
not
get an
yet.
unwanted email
Yeah, I did.
entitled infringement?
Right. Yeah. That's
No,
exactly
not
what
yet. I've gotten lucky, but we don't. I mean, we don't. It's not like we use anything that's
Yeah, crazy.
it's crazy that someone's gonna come out and be like, "That's mine."
Yeah.
And like I said, if I'm doing the designs myself, like I know it's coming from me,
Mm-hmm.
so it makes it easier.
happened. Mine came from my head.
That's what we mean.
Was it insane and crazy
I just,
and psychotic?
it was the year that I did that. It was Smokey the Bear's, I think, 50 or 60th anniversary. So I thought, save
You're doing a tribute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I thought, two birds, one stone, Pink Patch Project, save the forests.
She did sell a lot of shirts and sweatshirts though, because a lot of agencies don't do like long sleeves or dry fit. It's just like the shirt.
Oh yeah.
But she went above
She went
and
all
beyond. Yeah, she did. And there was quite a few other agencies who were like, "This is awesome. How do I buy one?"
That's cool.
It's, again, when you have creative people that like really love doing this stuff, it makes it so much more fun because you just get to see this variety.
I bet.
Out there. It's cool.
Yeah.
But for Amy, any last words, anything you want to plug, how to get a hold of you? Any last message?
Yeah, if you're an agency that hasn't jumped on board yet and are looking for a way to raise awareness about breast cancer as well as raise funds and be out there in your community, visit pinkpatchproject.com, find me on social media, send me an email. I will get you the catalog for the company we use for the patches and give you all the info you need to get started.
And can you give us those social media handles?
At Pink Patch Project. Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Cool. And what's your hat company's name that you're going to donate again?
AR Hat Co.
And the handle's what?
AR_Hat Co.
Boom. There you go. And once again, I just want a big shout out to Chris Germain and CrossFit 309 for letting us record here. And Ashley and Amy and Jason from Jason and I, Ashley and Amy, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. And thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you.